Hey guys, welcome back to the Guitar Max channel. Okay, so Firefly guitars, everybody's favorite budget guitar brand. Now obviously I have been covering this brand for years, and these guitars are notorious for being difficult to get even though they are very affordable. And that's just because they're so popular that they usually just sell out in a few days whenever they become available. Now I have not featured a new guitar from Firefly in quite a while, but the one I have to show you today is new, and I think it was worth the wait. This is their long-awaited, highly anticipated SG style guitar. I mean, it blows my mind how beautiful of a guitar that you can get these days for under $200. Check out these close-ups here. You've got this beautiful flame maple veneer, the chrome hardware, multi-ply pick guard, binding on the neck, and then this burst finish. It's almost unbelievable that these guitars cost $189, $190 right around there. So these guitars have sort of been rumored for quite a while. There are these Facebook groups that are dedicated to the Firefly guitars, and people have been gossiping on there basically about, there's going to be an SG style guitar. When's it coming out? I can't wait for it, and so forth. And yeah, I think there were some delays because of just all the craziness going on in the world right now, but holy smokes, this thing is really impressive. Now I've got my trusty 338 here as well, so I want to sort of compare these guitars a little bit because they're both right about the same price, about $189, again about $190. And obviously these are completely different guitars, but one thing to keep in mind is the 338s they've been making for quite a while, and the SG style guitar is, like I said, brand new to that company. And I keep saying SG style guitar for a reason, and that is that if you look at the body shape of this guitar, it's sort of along the lines of an ESP Viper body style. So it's not really, it's not a direct copy of a Gibson SG, but the horns here are offset, and just basically the whole lower part of the body is just sort of shifted over here. So it is slightly different than a traditional SG, and to be honest, I think you have even better fret access on this version of the body. But if you are a traditional die-hard SG fan, you do still have the same, pickup arrangement and the control layout that you would find on a traditional classic SG. Okay, so there's a lot more, obviously, specs and everything that I want to go over on the guitar. But first, let me give you guys some playing samples so you can really hear what this guitar sounds like. Does it sound as good as it looks? That's always the question. So I'll give you guys a variety of different tones with this guitar plugged into my Fender GTX 100 amplifier. And of course, real quick guys, if you enjoy videos like this, checking out cool, affordable guitars, and you have not already subscribed, please consider subscribing right now. Okay, let's not waste any more time. Let's go ahead and plug this in and listen to how it sounds. Okay guys, let's talk about this guitar now. Now as usual, I'm going to have a link down in the video description below where you can get this guitar. But guys, I want to just tell you about something real quick. Okay, if you go down there and you click on the link and the guitar is sold out, don't freak out. Okay, that happens all the time with these guitars because like I said, they're very popular and they make these guitars in batches, right? And so people, are like waiting and waiting and waiting. They become available and then everybody buys them and then they're sold out for a while. But they do come back in stock. So you just have to, if it's out of stock now, don't worry. It will come back in stock eventually and then you can get one. What I don't recommend you do is go over on eBay and pay double the price for the people scalping them on there, okay? Because unfortunately, that's what's been happening lately. So just be patient, wait, they will come back in stock and then you can get one. Anyway, let's go ahead and talk about the guitar here. So let me give you my impressions of playing this guitar. And one thing that really jumps out to me is the way the neck feels. Now actually, compared to the 338 neck, this is definitely a thicker neck. It's a bigger, thicker neck. It's a very sort of full feeling neck. Now I got my old dial calipers out here and I actually did measure the neck on this. And basically what's going on here is that the thickness of the neck up here at the 12th fret is 24 millimeters. And it gets just a couple of hairs smaller down here by the nut. It was about 23.6 millimeters. So the neck is fairly beefy. And then of course you've got the set neck joint up here. And like I said, it doesn't have much taper to it. It's a 43 millimeter nut, the width of the nut here. Then, like I said, about 24 millimeters for the thickness of the neck. Now, if there's anybody out there that has small hands, don't get caught up on that because people are always asking me that question about like, oh, well, I have small hands. I need a guitar that is small. Okay, you really don't. If you play with good technique and everything, just about any guitar neck is going to work just fine for you. You just have to sort of get used to the feeling of it. And honestly, when it comes to neck thicknesses, it's really just a preference kind of thing. Some people like, a really full feeling neck that really fills out your hand when you grab it. Also, there's a lot of people that feel it contributes to the tone and that a thicker neck and in particular like a bigger neck joint gives the guitar a beefier tone. I don't want to get into that debate myself, but some people do feel that. But honestly, when I play this guitar and I hold the neck, to me it just feels like a traditional Gibson Les Paul neck. The bottom line for this guitar as far as the playability is that the guitar plays great, but just don't expect the exact same neck like if you already own one of the Firefly 338s. Don't expect it's going to be the exact same neck because this one definitely has a different feel to it. Also guys, the weight of this guitar is a little bit under 8 pounds on this one. I weighed this and it was 7.86 pounds. Now the only negative thing I have to say about this guitar, and this is really nitpicking, was just with the setup. I just had to make a few setup adjustments on the guitar. In particular, I had to adjust 2 out of the 6 saddles. That's not bad at all, to adjust the intonation. And then I chose to just lower the bridge just slightly, just because I personally wanted lower action on the guitar. And honestly guys, for a sub $200 guitar, making a few setup adjustments is like nothing, okay? I mean, all the important stuff is done really well. Like the fret ends are very nice. We have no sharp fret ends, anything like that. No weird issues with the inlays. Honestly guys, the finish on this guitar, I mean, I can't find anything wrong with the finish. I mean, this is a beautiful looking guitar. Also, the sound of the pickups, I think, match the guitar very well. They're sort of very kind of raw, kind of open sounding pickups, if that makes sense. I think most people that get these guitars are probably going to be playing in like a rock or maybe blues style, and I think the pickups are going to work really, really well for that. But of course, as I've said in many previous videos, you don't have to only use this guitar for those styles. You can play whatever style you want with it. Now, one extra little thing here, guys, I'm trying to sort of go the extra mile on this review because I know how many people are paying attention to these guitars. Here's a quick picture of the back cavity, and it's actually really impressive that they're using full-size pots in this guitar here, and the wiring really looked very good as well. Alright guys, that is the brand spanking new Firefly SG style guitar. I got one of these as soon as I possibly could because, again, I know a lot of people are sort of clamoring to get these things. So I just want to remind everybody, if you go to the link and it says it's out of stock, that's okay. It's not the end of the world. It happens. It happens a lot with these guitars. And some time will go by, they'll make some more guitars, and they will be for sale again. So please don't give in and pay like 450 bucks for one on eBay, because then we're giving in to the scalpers and everything. Just wait a little while, and then you can pay the $189 price like everybody else when they come back in stock. Okay guys, let me know what you think of this guitar in the comments section below. I would also love to hear, anything from the current Firefly owners, anybody who owns the other models and so forth, what your ownership experience has been like. I know there's a lot of people who are super into this guitar brand, so I'd love to hear from you guys in the comments section below. Now, as always, I'll put links in the video description below for the guitar, the amplifier I used in the demo, all the good stuff. I will also have a link down there for the backing tracks by Tim channel. That's where I got the backing track from that I was playing to earlier in the video. Thanks a ton for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give me a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll talk to you soon.